So what's going to happen if the Snyder Cut gets released and that's all we get? What's going on, my DC fans, and welcome back to another episode, third episode of Finish the Snyderverse. We're going to talk about, okay, let's say we get the Snyder Cut, right? Well, we're going to get the Snyder Cut. That's going to happen. That's a no doubt in my eyes. We get the Snyder Cut, and then that's it. Zack doesn't come back. He doesn't finish his Snyderverse. That's it. No more Zack Snyder within the DCEU. What happens next? One is we still have a cliffhanger ending. So the movie ends, and the way that it was supposed to end was that the team was going to see Darkseid probably through the boom tube, and then they were going to, that's how it's going to end. No, it can't end like that. They were going to go after Darkseid because obviously there's a bigger threat. The bell cannot be unrung. So it would just end like that, and we would just have to be, okay, well, that's how it is, whatever. The next problem is Ben Affleck's Batman is still incomplete. He doesn't get his full arc, which, again, Zack told us that Ben Affleck's Batman was supposed to die in Zack's Snyderverse. So unless he dies in the Snyder Cut, which I highly doubt, that means we don't get to see him die in the blaze of glory. So, again, another missed opportunity to see more of Ben Affleck's Batman. It's just not going to go over well. Future actors and directors are hesitant to work with WB because of all the meddling that they've done. So, for instance, Matt Reeves had to play hardball to get his movie to get what he wanted, because originally he left the Batman project and they brought him back in. He said, no, I want to do it my way, and they were like, nope, and eventually they called him back, and it looks like he got what he wanted, which is good for Matt Reeves. But, you know, people see this. All these directors and actors are seeing what is happening within the Snyder Cut movement, and they're like, whoa, that is not right at all. That is just a completely different movie. All the actors that they kept out of Justice League, so many actors got screwed from that movie. So many. A director, again, was still unable to finish his vision. So now you have Donner, you have Ayer, you have Snyder, and there's countless other directors that have made films for WB that I'm actually just finding out about now, thanks to my great subscribers and people who comment. So many examples. I can't even begin to tell you them. And that doesn't stop, though. So it just continues, and WB is back to where they've always been. Destroying these films, destroying these directors' visions. So if we just get the Snyder Cut, we don't get the Snyderverse, again, WB gets to go back to the way they've always been. They keep on pulling the same shit that they've been pulling for many, many years. WB can say they're a director-driven studio, but they're not. They're not until they fix this big problem. And then maybe we can be like, oh, okay, maybe they've turned the page. Maybe now they are a director-driven studio. Another big issue is the fact that Donner's Superman movie was destroyed so many years ago, and now we have another Superman story that's destroyed again. I said this in a couple videos ago. They keep on destroying this Superman. I just, maybe it's because it's like their prized possession, and they feel like they have to do it right. They have to do it right, but that's why you have directors. That's why you let the director direct and do their thing. You don't interrupt what they're doing. Okay? When you sit down at the table as a director, as a studio, you come up with a plan. And you go, okay, this is what we're going to film. This is the screenplay. You agree to that. Okay, now that's it. No interruptions, no meddling. You agreed in the contract. This is what you're going to film. End of story. Let the director film. Let him make it happen. Don't go back into the plans and ruin everything. Okay? Yes, I understand that Superman is like your top tier character and he means a lot to you. But you have to trust. You have to trust in these directors that you're hiring. And maybe next time you should do a better job at hiring a director that you want, instead of a Zack Snyder who apparently he's so controversial that you can't handle it. So maybe next time you should do your research and pick a better director if you're not going to let a director do his own thing. And another one is the fans are the fans who love the darker films, the more mature films, the Nolan films, the Snyder films, continue to be alienated. You're only seeing now that it seems like they're trying to go back to that darkness. You started out, you took Nolan's films, and they were a darker, more serious film. It was like, oh wow, they did very well. Okay, so then he hands it over to Zack Snyder with his Man of Steel, his Snyderverse, if you will, and they're darker films. And then WB thinks that no, people don't want this because they didn't make $1 billion right away. So let's try to Marvelize it. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Okay, now let's get back to the darker stuff. Oh, it's Joker. It's starting to work again. Like, you cannot do that. You cannot alienate this specific fan base, the hardcore DC fans that love this mature, dark content. We are the heart of the fandom, and you continue to ignore us. It's not good. It's why the numbers for Birds of Prey are not that good. It's why the numbers for Shazam were not that good. And lastly, every time someone watches Man of Steel or BVS, they're going to continually say, "Oh, that scene should have went to this, or that scene should have went to that." But now we don't get that, and that's tough to see. That's a tough, like, the fact that we haven't seen the Snyder Cut has been really hard on me and a lot of the fandom. And every single day we're just waiting for a response. We're waiting to get that movie released, and we know it's coming. But again, it's been so hard. We're going on 3 years now. 3 years waiting for this film. And it's like we've been waiting for this Justice League film for like 5 years now, or since BVS. I think BVS came out in 2016. So yeah, like 4 years, going on 5 years later, and we're still waiting for this Zack Snyder's Justice League movie to come out. We still haven't got that. So again, you come out with the Snyder Cut, and that's it, and we're still like, okay, where does this go from here? Where does it go? And that sucks. That no one wants that feeling. We want to see. You have these epic movies, and you want to see them ended. You want to see them ended the right way, especially when you have characters like this, and you have the dark sides and the Supermans and the Batmans. You need to end this epic story that Zack Snyder was giving us. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe, because that helps me in return. I can help you. And every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, new content's coming to you from Subjective Reviews. And thank you for watching.